Hello and welcome to Mr. Rogers shares how to make a goal line on a graph in Google Sheets. I'm Mr. Rogers. This is Google Sheets. These are graphs. So we want to get a line just like this one into our column chart. The way we can do that is to add another series. This chart right here is pulling from this range. If we go over here and hit edit chart, this is our data range, B25, D28. What we want to do is we want to actually extend our range. And we're going to do that because we want to be able to pull from this column right here. So what we're going to do in this column is we're going to make our goal. I'm just going to label it goal. And then I'm going to put some numbers in. Let's say we want it to be, on this chart, we're using 1.00, whatever. So we're going to go 0.8. And in order to make a line, you're going to need multiple data points. So I'm going to have 0.8 all the way across. So I've put 0.8 all the way down. Now what we're going to do, it is not showing up. And what we have to do to make it show up is we go over to the right to set up again. And we click add series and goal. Boom. Now it's acting like this is just another score from the indicators because we got student average, teacher average, and now goal. What we want to do is change the chart type in setup just towards the very top. And you can go down to line, and we have combo chart right here. Once you hit combo chart, the system automatically wants to change anything besides the very first set of numbers into lines. So we have to go to customize, series, and then we're going to pick the series. Now, it undid this and made it a line, so we're going to change that back to columns. Boom, now we're back where we started, and look, there's a line there. So you can click goal. We've got our line going from here to here because it's reading as the same range of points, but we can make it go all the way across by just scrolling down to trend line. You click trend line. Now it's a little opaque, so what we do is change the opacity. It's a little clear, not opaque. Change the opacity to 100%, and we can change the color. If you change it here, it will only change the color of the line. It won't change the color of the indicator. So what we're going to do is we're just going to match those to here. Now, if you change this one first, it will actually change both, but once we've changed the bottom one, they won't automatically change. So we need to keep them matching. So let's just make those red to stand out. And then it annoys me a little bit that this part of the line is actually thicker. So what I do is change that to 1 pixel, 1 px, and leave this one at 2. So it reads the whole thing as a straight flat line set there. If you want to get rid of it, and now you just deleted it. If you want to, let's undo that. If you want to get rid of that label where it says goal, I'm pretty sure you can. Let's learn together. So we're going to go back to goal here. And sure enough, label, we can click none, custom. We've got a trend line here. So this is reading as a trend line for the goal. Sometimes it will show up as a trend line. If you convert this graph to Excel and then convert it back, this shows up. You get rid of it by going to none. Is there a way to get rid of the label here? There might not be, but that's not bad because now we know what this line is for. Now, one other thing I want to show you, we've added it here by adding a column. You can actually also create a goal line going the other way over here on Amy's individual scores. We have this pulling from data range A11, D13, so this range. Okay, so we've got unit, 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 unit. So if we want to add another one and we try and add it as a column, let's make sure we're pulling the right range here. We're just going to click here and then shift click all the way over to here. That'll click that whole range. Now if I add something here, goal, and then we're on a percentage here, so we can go 80 and 80. Now when I do that, it does give me the extra thing with 80 and 80 there, but the problem is if I go over to series, these count as the same series. So everything that's the same color is the same series. I'm only reading the two. So what I need to do is instead of creating a column, I can look and go, okay, it says Amy's average here and class average here, and those are coming from this section. So I need to add downward. So I just click goal down here, and we'll go 80%, 80%. And now when we go in here, we'll go to customize and change the range. I'm just going to click the top left corner, hold shift, click bottom right. Now it's reading it, but it's not showing it because we have to add a series. So we go to add series, and sure enough, goal is right there. Add goal. And since we're already on a combo chart, it says, hey, I'm going to put that as a line because it's not my first set of numbers. And we can go to series and customize the goal. And if you click number there, boom, that changes both. So this, I like changing color here. Again, change the pixel, trend line, make it not opaque or 100% opaque, not clear. And now it's reading. If you change this color right now, it now only changes this part. It does not change the trend line. So yeah, that's how I did it. The line itself, trend line covers the line, so trend line will dictate that color. You just need to make them match so that the goal matches the goal. If you wanted to add two goals, like say that was the ambitious, so let's go proficient goal. We're just going to do the same thing. Now we're at 70%. And we go in here, change the range that we're reading. We're going to want D15. Nope. Yeah, that's right. Okay, it might actually be reading it already. Yep, there it is. So proficient goal. Boom. Now it's added another line. Since we only added two, the line is shorter, but that doesn't matter because when we go back to series, click proficient goal, we can change that color. Let's say we want that to be red, 1 pixel. Add the trend line. It'll read all the way across. And now we just change it to 100% opaque. So there we go. That's how I've done all mine. And there you go. I've tried to keep it all uniform for mine. And you get the ambitious proficient from the label. You cannot remove those labels. We just found out. But it lets you know what it is. So I don't think that's a problem. If you want to change it so that it's reading with the data for just these and not these lines, which I would, you're going to have to make sure you're not on apply all series when you do data labels. Because if you do, it says 70%, 70%, 80%, 80%, and now we're reading these because they count as series. So you need to specifically select which ones you want data for. We don't want data for the proficient goal. We don't want data for the other goal. And if you don't want them, which on this chart we actually don't, just delete them. All right. I hope this has been very helpful. And Professor Baldwin, thanks so much for the past 2 years. I really appreciate your help. And I hope that this is able to help students next year. All right. Y'all have a good one. Thanks. Bye.